Mary Murphy's covered this case from the very beginning, and she joins us tonight with the latest. Hi there, Mary.
Hi, Tamsin and Corey. Jahmel Sanders is from Baruch houses on the Lower East Side. He's accused of kidnapping and killing Jesse Parrilla and Nikki Huang in a night of brutal violence that started with a stolen bag. Nikki's mother had just given her first TV interview to us when we learned of this huge development.
How did you find out what had happened?
Amy Chan looked away in pain, revealing her nephew FaceTimed her about the double murder of her daughter, Nikki Huang, and Nikki's friend Jesse Parrilla in the early hours of May 16, 2022. The two found in Parrilla's burning Honda with fatal gunshot wounds to the head. Her nephew sent a screenshot from Citizens app.
It said a car found with a male and a female burnt.
Within minutes of Amy Chan completing her first TV interview, Pix 11 News received word one of the prime suspects was caught in the Bronx. Police said Jahmel Sanders from Baruch houses on the Lower East Side had been captured on surveillance kidnapping Jesse Parrilla outside Nikki Huang's house on Grand Street and throwing him into another car.
This was a very complicated case where there was a lot of moving parts.
The night of violence started with Nikki Huang getting robbed after she'd finished work at her family's restaurant on Grand Street. She called her dad at 9:30 p.m.
The reason she was calling was to tell him to change the locks on the door because they took her key. So she was worried about them going to the house.
I think that Nikki was expressing her angst about being robbed, and maybe the wrong person heard that.
Around 11 p.m. on Sunday, May 15th, a man alleged to be a member of Down the Hill gang was fatally shot on Avenue D and East 3rd Street. The victim, Brandon Atkinson, was a half-brother of Stephen Santiago, still wanted in the Parrilla Huang murders.
You have the two gangs that were involved, the Up the Hill, Down the Hill gangs.
Jesse Parrilla had just given Nikki Huang a ride home about 1 a.m. That's when suspects Stephen Santiago and Jahmel Sanders allegedly kidnapped him and then apparently forced him to text Nikki Huang, who was trying to text her parents from outside the apartment door.
And when I opened the door, she had left her little necklace right in front of the door because she probably knew she was in danger.
The most savage act saved for the end near the Bronx golf course.
Do you have any idea why they would do this?
Nikki always tried to look out for everyone. Like, when I saw those pictures of the guys, I've seen them at the restaurant.
Jesse Parrilla's mother, Michelle Morales, had been first to go public. Enraged, her son and only child ended up dead for giving his friend a ride.
I could imagine what he went through. I just could imagine.
Nikki Huang's mother later provided photos and sent me messages on Instagram defending her daughter as a loving big sister to her brothers.
The way you guys painted her out to be like some kind of gang, like, you know, a gang monster. Like, no, she wasn't. She actually looked out for all those kids.
Okay, you're now looking at breaking news video from the Bronx just a few minutes ago. Jahmel Sanders walked out of the 45th precinct. He was brought there by the warrant squad this morning after they found him hiding out in the Bronx, accused in the kidnapping and killing of Jesse Parrilla and Nikki Huang back on May 16th, 2022. His alleged associate, Stephen Santiago, still on the lam, along with other people that police say were involved in this case. Now, shortly after this interview ended, we were astonished that Sanders had been arrested. We found out right away. And then we reached out to both mothers to get their reaction. Here's what they said. Nikki Huang's mother: I kept asking Detective Soto if this would end up a cold case, and he always assured me it would not. I'm thankful that the detectives stayed persistent and thankful that you got as much exposure for my daughter's and Jesse's case from the beginning. Then we spoke to the mother of Jesse Parrilla, who told us, I want to thank the team that's working on this, and I think the investigation is going in the right direction. We will be doing more work on this story and plan to have follow-up reports with new information that we have.